Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Tonya, and if you're returning, well today I'm going to be working on my fall series. Today I have some fall Halloween decor ideas that are simple and creative, and I think you're going to love them. Let's go ahead and jump into our first one. For our first design, we're going to be creating the black cat and the pumpkin. Now, I picked this one up at Dollar Tree. All of these are Dollar Tree items, everyone. And they were just really simple and creative. Now, I'm going to be taking some of that gray vinyl. They didn't have any black, but that's okay. I'm going to paint it with some black paint. And I'm just going to trace around it like you saw there, cut it out. And the reason why I wanted to use the vinyl and not just paint it is because when you heat this vinyl up, it makes like little crinkly lines. And I just thought that would add a little dimension to the cat. You'll see here at the end where you can really see all the little crinklies like in the fur. And everyone, I was so thrilled to find these tiles that had that silver and black. I thought this was just like a fun, kind of more modern look to the Halloween decor. So I thought I would give this one a try, and that's kind of what the theme is in this series with the little Halloween decorations, is to use these little tiles. And made this one really simple, and then I took some of that mesh ribbon that had those little white speckles in it, and I really like that. It kind of played into this whole design. And look at all the little crinkles when I heated it up. But here's our little black cat, and I've got it displayed in this little vignette that I set up for you. And I think it's just a simple little shelf sitter that you can pop up for the Halloween decor. And I also picked up that little lantern at Dollar Tree, and the candles and all of the little vignette decorations came from Dollar Tree. So, and look up top there, you can even see I got the little light up that goes on the wall so you can have the witch flying in your little theme here. Now for our next design, we're going to be creating this little witch in her cauldron. And this was another fun one. I absolutely loved using these wall tiles to make her little stockings out of. I thought this one was too cute, everyone. And I'm not doing a whole lot with Halloween. I may have one more video for you, but you'll have to let me know what you think of these designs today. Now you can see everything on here is so simple. You just trace this out and they stick on really well. And I don't know about you, but when I make my Halloween designs, I really don't keep them up that long. So they're really simple to just put together really quick. And that's what I liked about these designs that I have for you today. And I just kind of placed them the way I wanted it to look. And I thought that made the funkiest little stockings for this witch. And then you'll see in a moment I do add the little design onto her little boot clips there. But I really thought everyone that using these tiles was just a unique and fun way to create some Halloween decor. So you'll definitely have to let me know what you think of that in the comments below. And there I am adding just a little bit of that to her little boot clips. And I was gonna put some wordings on here, but I decided just to leave it plain and just set it up without any words on it. And just gonna paint everything up and finish drying it. And I'm gonna add one of those simple little crazy bows right to the front part of this little cauldron. And that's pretty much gonna finish this design up. And of course I use those little blocks to make it stand up. If you've not been able to find those blocks, I hope that they get them in. They work really well for the shelf sitters. And it's just enough support in the back just to make them stand up on their own without having to build up a bunch of the little tower blocks, what I usually like to use doing that. But yeah, I'm glad they got those little blocks in. And you can see I'm adding a little pop of green in there. And I just thought that made this design look so cute. And here in a moment, you'll see it displayed in the little Halloween vignette. And definitely a fun design to create. Okay everyone, here is our witch hat. This is our third design, and this one has a lot to it. I wanted to really build the textures up on this hat. I really do not like having to take off all that little tinsel stuff, so I ended up grabbing one of these table runners because it's really thick and the slickness of it really covered up all of this really well. And basically that's what I was trying to do, is just make the hat have a little bit more form and thicken it up a little bit. So there is really no particular way to glue this on. Just kind of fit it around there however you can get it on there, because you're just building the base that you're going to be adding some of your other fabric and ribbon to. And I was really happy with this one. I thought it made a really cute little witch hat to set up and display for Halloween and October. A lot of times, a lot of people like to just leave their little Halloween decorations up through October. But like I said, I usually put them up about that last week of October and just display a few. Now you can see I had cut some cardboard here, and I just wanted it to be a little bit longer and wider down there at the bottom of the hat, and just glued all that on and just kind of shaped it the direction that I wanted it to go. And then I remembered that I had this black and white placemat from Dollar Tree in my craft stash, and I thought, oh, I'm gonna add that right around there. And that really made this one really cute for me, because you know how much I like the black and white. And then I found some other ribbon that I had picked up at Dollar Tree last year. So I just really started playing off of the black and white theme in this design. And then I take some of that like mesh ribbon, and that's what I start kind of covering all of the gluey places up. And everyone, I don't know about you, but I really think that this ribbon made this design. I just love how it made it have that little pop, you know, it's like it brightened it up. And I kind of like to do that if I do create the Halloween decor, just kind of make it kind of bright and fun. So you'll have to let me know what you think of that in the comments below. If you like to make yours more spooky and scary, or if you just like to make it kind of fun and happy. So I kind of felt like these designs were kind of the fun and happy Halloween. And you can see I put a piece of that mesh ribbon on the back, and that kind of hid all of the glued places. Now I'm going to make another one of those crazy bows, and I keep adding in more of the white and the green and some of that mesh. And wow, this turned out so pretty. And I do something here in a moment that I had to add just a true pop of fall to this design. And wow, I really thought that it made it turn out so pretty. So you'll have to let me know this next step coming up if you would have added those in, or if you would have left it with just these colors. I kind of like the pop of color I'm getting ready to surprise you with here in a moment. Well, everyone, I hope you are enjoying these little fun and simple Halloween decor ideas today. I have got just a few more, and that'll be it for today's DIYs. And like I said, I've got a couple other designs. They're more kind of like October designs, not really Halloween-y. So I'd like to show you those too. But, oh, here I am. Let's go back to the hat. I took some of this, oh, what do you call this? It's like the stringy spooky stuff. I keep forgetting what, the creepy cloth, that's what it is. And I'm just going to add that in over. And I just thought that kept, all the layers I kept adding on just kept making this look cuter and cuter. Gonna fluff up my little crazy bow. Now here I go. Here is my pop of color. I remembered I had those faux leather leaves, and I thought I'm gonna pop them back in there and then just take some of these black chalkboard. And I really like how that added just a really fun pop of color. And then I remembered I had that raffia, so I thought I would just add just some little sprigs of that. And I really do like the neutrals and the black and white, but I really love the fall colors, and I thought that just kind of made this little witch hat pop. Let me know what you think of this design, and if this is one that you would like to create. Well, I'm going to finish this one up with a little rope hanger on the back, and here's the witch hat displayed in our little Halloween vignette. Okay everyone, for our next design, we're going to make this Boo pumpkin. Now this was another one that I decided to use some of that vinyl from Dollar Tree. And wow, I really like using that vinyl from Dollar Tree for designs like this. I don't use it that often with my Cricut because it seems like the lettering's hard to get up, but boy, it works really well to create designs like this where you just want to apply it to the wood pieces that they have there. Now I took a hair bow that I had picked up at Dollar Tree and decided to pull in that black and white because that was starting to happen in my designs, and I just wanted to keep adding little bits of it throughout. And I thought this was a really neat one. That's actually little hearts on there, but I do end up painting them with a little white just to brighten them up. And everyone, look how simple this is to just drag some paint right through the top. And that's why I'm holding it up there. If you just start out kind of heavy at the top and then let it drag down through, it really does start looking realistic on the pumpkin. And I'm just going to touch up around those edges, but that's my little tip for how I like to paint them. Just really start out really heavy at the top and then drag the paint down. And you can see I added a little bit of heavy down there at the bottom. Now I did have to cut out just a few little pieces down there of this little sign, and I was doing that so you couldn't see that when I attached my pumpkin to that. But these work really well, and I see these little picture signs at Dollar Tree all the time. Now I had this little garland. I think I picked this up at Dollar Tree, everyone. It was in my craft stash, and I'm going to finish that one off with that rope twine up top there. And now I took one of the calendars, one of the newer calendars, and this was, I think it was in the October. It had Boo and it had some bats above it, but I thought, wow, I'll just cut those letters out and use those on there. And then I had this little ghost painted white, and I thought I would just pop that right up there at the corner. And this one is probably one of my favorites that I created, this and the hat. And you can see I just wanted to kind of brighten everything up with that white. You can always count on me brightening things up with white. But here it is displayed on the vignette. Now for our next design, we're going to be creating this little jack-o'-lantern. And I'm going to be doing the same thing. I'm going to be taking some of those wall tiles that I just love, and I'm going to go ahead and paint some of this black. I actually do paint the back of the pumpkin black and the little stand black. And I really like adding that plaster of Paris in there. It really makes that paint go on quick, and it makes it dry really fast too. So that's a nice little tip. And I ended up just tracing around everything and just cutting it out with my utility knife, and it pops out really well. Those tiles cut really easy and really simple even to do small areas, everyone. So if you haven't used those wall tiles to do designs like this, definitely give them a try because they work really, really well. And everyone, I am so sorry if you can hear my voice. We worked outside in the yard yesterday doing our Labor Day cleanup before fall, and I think the allergens have definitely got me. Now I'm going to go ahead, like I said, and just touch up everything here. And I decided to add some more of that little hair bow that I picked up. And like I said, I do take that and put little white dots on it. It kind of takes away the little hearts, but I just like how it brightened everything up. But I thought this was just a cute little shelf sitter that you could just set up anywhere. And I like that it wasn't real Halloween-y. It was just kind of that cute and simple. Just add a little bit of that Oktoberfest in there to your home. So let me know what you think of this little design. And here it is displayed in our vignette. Well, everyone, here's our last one. It's a little wall plaque, and I took this little broom and just made it the little witch's dusting broom. Going to use some of those rub-on transfers that I found new at Dollar Tree, and I just applied them right over that, kind of having the image in behind. I thought that was kind of a Halloween thing, have those images showing in behind there. But this was real simple, and while you're watching me do this, I just want to say thank you, everyone. I have finally reached the 5,000 subscribers, so I will be doing that giveaway. And if you enjoyed today's DIYs, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I hope that you consider doing so. I would love to have you as part of my YouTube family. Well, everyone, drop me a comment below, and I will see you on the next one.